Has India's move to revoke Indian-administered Kashmir's autonomy put Kashmiri women in danger? Those we've spoken to say they are living in fear of sexual abuse and harassment. And statements such as this one from a lawmaker from the governing Hindu nationalist BJP government have only made things worse.
Muslim bachelors should rejoice as they can now marry the white-skinned women of Kashmir.
And that kicked off a flurry of social media posts from eager Indian men wanting to go marry Kashmiri women. DW reporter Anne-Sophie Brandlin from our social media team has been following that story. Anne-Sophie, welcome. What have you found out?
So we dug really deep into a variety of social media platforms, and especially on TikTok. That's a really fast-growing video platform that as of June had roughly 120 million active users in India. A lot of videos popped up by Indian men who were declaring their intent to do two things. A, buy land in Kashmir, and B, marry Kashmiri women. Take a look, we have a few examples.
मेरे कुंवारे दोस्तों अब करो तैयारी कश्मीर में भी होगी ससुराल तुम्हारी.
So Twitter was also flooded with tweets of Indian men declaring their intention to marry Kashmiri women. And on top of that, they have released certain music videos and songs which they call patriotic pop and which have been shared hundreds of thousands of times. These videos also celebrate the idea of getting a quote-unquote fair-skinned Kashmiri woman like she's an object without any agency.
And you've also spoken to some Kashmiri women. What have they been telling you?
Well, they obviously feel really objectified and fetishized upon. It's really hard to actually reach anyone within the region because of the lockdown, but I spoke to a woman, a Kashmiri woman, who was there until recently visiting her family. She's based in Delhi, and she actually, she says that women there feel really under threat. Take a look. We have a quote.
I feel very objectified. I feel like a piece of land that Indians were waiting to buy. And it's like denying women their agency. It's like, I have a control over your body now. I have a control over your life now. You're my property now.
So she says that there's this sense of fear among Kashmiri women that they'll be sexually assaulted and harassed. It's really hard to know what's going on within the region because of the lockdown, but there are independent journalists and reporters on the ground who actually have talked to women, and they also say, these women say that the Indian military forces have barged into houses and they've harassed girls and women. So these women are actually preparing for the worst, as Archie told me.
So they would prepare themselves with steel or copper utensils, and they would beat those so that they're able to create noise and people from around the neighborhood could come and force these army men out.
So the sense of fear of being harassed by the Indian forces, coupled with this reaction by the Indian men on mainland India, they really are leaving these women in fear and making them feel really anxious.
And Sophie Brandlin, thanks so much for coming in and breaking
You're
that
welcome.
down for us.